Please enable the full screen so that you'll get a good view of the session.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you are getting full screen from my end.
Yes, yes, Sanjit.
Yeah. Uh, First of all, we will see that one, how to create the data extension yesterday. Just I'm going to again overview of that part. Okay. Then after that, we'll start the another part of the data extension. First, we'll go the overview. Then right side, the create button. Then after that, we need to select the standard data extension. Okay.
Mm,
Any type of the data extension we can select. First of all, we are going with the standard data extension.
mm.
Then after that, just select on the click. Clicking on the click, see, you will get this type of the UI, right? There is creation method. Yesterday also I told that there is three types of the creation method. First was create from new, and another from the field.
Sanjit, your voice is breaking actually. I'm
It's
not sure like
breaking.
if everyone is facing the same issue.
Now it's okay.
Yeah, it's bit of break.
Little break.
Yeah, it's clear now.
Now it's clear. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, it's clear.
Okay.
Yes, Sanjit,
See
we are
the
able to hear you
there
now.
is three types of the creation method: create from new, create from existing, and create from the template. First of all, we are going to create from the new part. Okay. Then after it, we'll see the another two options. Yesterday, I shared the one worksheet. Okay, in that one, I'm taking that one. Second data type. Okay, second data extension. That is the product details. I'm taking that name. Okay, product details. Then after that, external key will be the create automatically. We need to select the fields. Okay, description we can give. We can select the sendable or testable. Here I'm selecting the sendable or testable both. Okay, further we'll see why we need to select the sendable, why you need to select the testable. Once you'll see the content builder, then after the time of the sending, we'll analyze these things at the real time. Then after select giving the data extension name and selecting the method and selecting the location and sendable or testable. Okay, then click on the next button. After clicking the next, we will get the retention policy. In retention policy, we use for the wipe the data. If you want to wipe the data, then we can use the retention policy. But now I'm going to off that retention policy. Okay. In retention policy, we can see the three options. Uh, for the wiping the data, there is the first option is the individual records. We can individually delete the record from the data extension. And next option is the all record and data extension. If you want to remove the all record, not the data extension field, only you want to remove the record, that time you can select the second option. If you want to remove the all records, okay, then you can select the all record also. Period we can select after 5 days, 6 days, and repeat period on the import. This type of the period we can select here. This one also we'll see once we'll create the data extension. Then we will automate that one, and we will analyze after 2 or 3 days how it's working. Okay. First I'm going for the off to retention policy. Then again I'm going to click the next part. After clicking the next part, we will get the some field name field. Here we can give the field name. Once I suppose I'm giving here the field name from our sheet. First field name is the product ID. Okay. uh, you see that one, before that it was the only one field. It was showing the only one button here. After putting the value here, it's automatically giving the another one. If I'll put that one, another field I'm giving to the product name. Okay, field name is the product name. Then again, I'm taking the third, that is the price. Third one is the price. and fourth one I'm going to take in stock. Okay, we have the four fields. Okay, four fields we have the given name of the field name. Then after that we need to give the data types. As for the field name also I have the given the data type name. First product ID have the given number, product name is the text, price will be the in the decimal format, in a stock true. Again I'm going to select the data type. For product ID we are going to select the number, product name for the text, price will be the decimal part, because price we are not going to store in the number part, price may be in the point 0.5 point 0.10 like that. Then I'm going to select the stock. Again I'm going to select the email boolean data type. Okay, in a stock it's active or not. Here we can select true or false. Okay, if you want to make the primary key for product ID, then here we will see which one is unique value we have. Here we have the product ID is the unique value for the every customer. Then what I can do, I will create the primary key the product ID. Okay, and remaining I will be the leave as it. Okay, if you need to make the nullable then we can make. Okay, suppose I'm selecting here, then after it I need to select the send relationship. In send relationship we need to select the whatever the field we have the make the primary key, that field we need to select here, because on behalf of that one we are going to create the external key also. Suppose I'm going to click the product ID and here the subscriber key. See why I have the selected the send relationship product ID at subscriber key. Once we will go in the email content, inside the email content we will get the sending the mail. At time of the sending mail through this data type data extension, suppose I am sending mail to someone, that person, that time it will create the subscriber key related to product ID. Okay, that one I will show you in all subscriber. First I'll going to create the data extension. See, data extension already exists with the same name. Then what we can do, we can select the another name like one or two, because duplicate data extensions are not allowed in the marketing cloud. You need to create every time new. It's already created. Okay, you can search here your data extension name from the search bar, product details. You can search from here, product details one. Okay, and another option to the finding your data extension is there is overview button. Before subscriber is content, before content we have the overview. After clicking on the overview button we can go on the data extension. Okay, data extension whatever you have the created recently, that recent data will be shown here. Then we can click here, then over that one, see that is the data extension name. Okay, and that is the external key, and these are the used for testing or used for sending, that features we can select. Okay, focus on that part. What is the name, data type, length we can change as per the requirement, whatever the length you want. Suppose whatever the length is there, we can change that length also. Text length, primary key, product ID, in stock, everything, data type. Suppose that you have the created that uh, data extension, further you want to update or modify that data extension, you can click the edit. Whatever the fields you want to modify you can select here, and you can update that fields. Then after it you can save the fields. Now I am not saving. Okay, for future reference I am telling that. For yesterday one we learned that one how to create the data extension. For today we are going to start from here. Anything else if you want to ask about the data extension, how to create the data extension, any issue regarding that, anyone have? Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, yes, you're audible.
anyone has any issues regarding creating the data extension, then they can ask. Then no response, then it will be okay. See, from day 3, after creating of the data extension, our agenda will be the how to import data into the data extension. Okay, in detail we will see. Okay, see, suppose you want to import the data into the data extension after creation of the customer information, any data extension. Okay, we can import the data, we can add the data. If you'll data table see that data table, if I'll click on the record, there is no record. Okay, if you want to add that record, then we can go with the import. Using import activity, we can add record inside the data extension. Okay, see, after creation of the D, there is next step to the create the record. First, we'll select on the record part, click on the record part. Then after clicking on the record part, we will go on the import part. Once you click the record, you will get the import UI. Then once you click the import, then third UI you will get like that one. That is upload file, configure and mapping, review and import. We are going to see all in the details now. Okay. First, what I'm going to do, first I'll start from the C. That is the data extension, customer information. That is the data extension name. And another one is the file location. There is two types of the file locations are there. We can select from the two way, from your local system, my computer, and FTP, file transfer protocol. We can select from the both, and delimiter is there, comma tab and others. You can select the three types of the delimiter. That one also I'm going to detail. And date format, suppose you are in the India and you want to follow the Indian date and time, you can select the India. Import type, there is some import types are there: add and update, override and update and add. That one also we are going to see in the details. And import options are there. See, if I start from the day that UI, about that UI, whatever the UI I shared with you, first is the data extension. Data extension is nothing, is the name of the DE. Customer information is the name of the DE in our UI. That is the name of the DE. File location. File location refers to the specific path of the directory where file is stored, computer or file system. Whatever the file you have inside your location, inside your system, we can select that file location, and from that file location, we can import our data inside the marketing cloud. See, here is the file locations are there. After clicking on the browse button, we can select our file from our local system. You can also select from the my computer. See, there is my computer option is there. You can select the my computer option or FTP option. Once you are clicking on the my computer option, then you will able to select that data from your local system. And FTP is there. FTP is third party file transfer protocol. Anyone heard about the WinSCP, FileZilla? If you don't know, FTP is a file transfer protocol. It's a network protocol used to transfer file from one host to another host over the TCP based on the network, such as the internet or intranet. One second. See, first we are understanding about our UI. Okay, then what is the computer? Okay, we need to select the what is the FTP. FTP will see in the brief when we will explain about the automation part. Because in the automation part, using the FTP, suppose that you have the one shop. Okay, that shop have the one software application. Using that software application, you have the some Excel sheet. You are getting the everyday detail from your customer. That customer detail you are storing in the Excel sheet. And also your organization is using the marketing cloud. Okay, what we can do, we have the access for the FTP file, third party transport protocol like WinSAP, FileZilla, anything they can provide. Only you need to drag and that file using the FTP software. That file will automatically drop in the marketing cloud, and that data will be automatically stored in the data extension. That type of the work we will the mapping in the automation. And third things is there, if you will see, delimiter is there. That is a comma, tab, and others. About the delimiter, delimiters are the character used to separate the and distinguish individual pieces of the data structure file format. Or maybe we have the different types of the file format like comma, tab, and others. See, after giving the data extension name, file location name, we need to select the delimiter. Three types of the delimiters are there: comma, tab, and others. Comma, like CSV file. Okay. See, if I'll go to the comma, in comma delimited file, the comma separated value data fields are separated by the commas. If you'll see that one, I have the some data. Suppose that this one is our data table. Inside the data table we have the three fields: first name, last name, sign up date. Okay, that all three fields are the separated by comma, not the space, not the lining. It's separated by the comma. That type of the data we can consider as the uh, comma separated value. We can store in the CSV, whatever the CSV we are storing in the data extension, that will the read like that one. If I'll show, see, suppose that this one is our data extension. Okay, anything we want to store, that product ID, product name, suppose I am copying that one. Okay, this is not in the table form. See, once we will copy from the FTP or export that data, this data will be the comes like that one in the CSV format. If you go with the CSV, then it will give the result like this one: comma separated value, product ID, product name, price, and a stock. You can see there is three fields are there, that all three fields are the separated by the comma, and all three fields have the different types of the value. Like first name field have the value is the name the Ricky, and the last name field name value have the K, and sign up date is there. All values are separated through the comma. It's not separated from the tab and any other things. Okay, and you'll see first was the CSV format. We can select the CSV format. We will go after this theoretical part. We will go to the how to import that data in CSV tab and other formats one by one. Okay, and see, there is another tab is there for importing our data. There is another option in tab delimited file. In tab delimited file, if you'll see the example, okay, in example we will see there is first name is there, last name is there, sign up date is there. It's already all is the delimited in the tab format. Okay, that fields are the separated by the tabs. Okay, see, there is one tab. If I'll go to edit that one, first name and last name, if you will see there is one space, that is the one tab. Last name and sign up date, there is one space, that is the another tab. Okay, tab delimited files are separated by the tab. This format is the use for the exchanging data in the plain text between different application. Suppose that we have the text format. In text format we have the another data. If you want to convert the data in the tab delimited file, we can also convert it. Tab delimited file is also acceptable inside the marketing cloud. Tab delimited file data we can store in the marketing cloud also. Third one is the space delimited. Space delimited, you can see there is third option, that is the other. Inside the other, we will see the whatever the options we have. Okay, whatever we can select, whatever the delimiter is there in the market, and what is the applicable in the marketing cloud. All these things we will see. Okay, and see. There is the space delimited. Before we saw the tab delimited, now we have the space delimited. Space delimited can be separated by the space. This is the less common than the comma or tab delimited. Formats is still used in the some context. See, if you will see the first name, last name, they have the particular space. That all data is separated by space. Okay, that type of the data we will try and we will learn why we need to insert in the marketing cloud, why it's not accepting all these things one by one. We'll see once I'll complete the theoretical part. Okay, then after a space delimited, we have the semicolon delimited files are there. Semicolon referred as the semicolon separated value SSB format. See, these examples are there: first name, last name, and sign up date. All these fields are before that it was the separated by the comma delimit, comma tab and a space. Now it's the separated by the semicolon. Okay, this is the semicolon delimited file. And also we have the another delimited file, that is the pipe. Refer to is the pipe separated value. Whatever we saw, that one, the comma, space, tab, and semicolon. Then after that we have the another option, the pipe delimited file. Pipe delimited file the separated by the pipe. Okay, see, we will see there is first name, last name, and sign up there. These three columns are separated by the tab, or not tab, sorry, it's pipe. Okay, and whatever the data we have stored in that data extension, uh, using that is the separated by the only five delimited. Okay, anything else if you want to ask about that one, delimited files? And that delimited files is only overview. Okay, and in detail we are going to insert in the practical part one by one. Okay, first we saw that one. About this UI, we know what is the data extension. Okay, that is the file name and file locations, computer and FTP we can select from the two way. Okay, and then after that files are there. Once you click the browse, then we can click. Then third option, we also know the comma that delimiter. Okay, inside that delimiter there is comma, tab, and others. Three things we know. And now we have the date format. Okay, date formats are there. If I'll go here on the marketing cloud, okay, and selecting the import, see, if you'll see that date format, there is a different country have the different date formats are there. You can see, if I'll select the Arab is showing the different date format. Okay, if I'll select the India, is showing the Hindi. Okay, for India, it's showing like that. It's in Hindi. Also, we have the India option, Hindi in India. It's showing the date as well as time. Okay, if you want to select the date format for your data extension, okay, and suppose you are working for the India, that time you need to select the date format for the India. If you're working for the USA client, that time you need to select the USA. For different country, you can select as per the requirement. See, then after that, date format tab, date format. As per country specific, we can select the date format. Whatever the country you are working, whatever the country required to your website, then you can select that format. Okay. Then after that, we have the import type. There is the three types of the import inside that data extension. See, if I'll select that one, okay, add and update only, and override. All these things we are going to see one by one how it's going to act when we are going to store data inside that data extension. See, if I'll go with the add and update, okay, add and update option. Suppose that we have the tables. Okay, we have this table. Okay, initially this table have the first name, last name, sign up date, and there is two field name. Okay, This customer table name, Ricky and Sneha, they are containing the some last name and sign up date we are storing here. Okay. And I'm going to add some operation, add or update. Okay. Added two new fields, status and email. Okay. Previous we have this data extension. Then after that, we are going to add two new fields, that is the status and email. In that, after updating two fields, our data, customer data will be the change like this one. Previously, we have the customer data like customer, first name, last name, sign up date. After updating this data extension, adding the apply the add and update, it's also added the two new fields, status and email. And previous data is already there. Okay. What we are going to do here, we are going to adding some new fields. Okay. And updating that fields as corresponds to the previous data. Same things. This operation involves the adding new data into existing data without modifying the existing data. If you have the file with list of the record, and would mean the appending new record end of the life. See, whatever the data we have, we are not going to change that data. Only we are not going to harming that data. Only we are going to modify that data into the new data extension. And that data extension name is still same. Okay, that will be the remove from your data extension, and this view you will get from the your marketing cloud. And update is there. Update is involving to modify existing new value. Okay, whatever the value you want to update. See here what we are going to, we have the added two fields and already updated two fields. In two fields we have the added active and email address also. This add and update operation, it's going to work like this one. It's going to change the update your field name and column. Okay. And another option, if I go for the another option, see, add and update, add only, add only, and update only. Okay. Leave this one, add only, because it's just like add. We are only going to add the data. We are not going to modify anything inside the data extension. And we'll see that one, update only. Next features are there. In the next features, see, if you are going to add the data, add and update the data, we should have the clear about that one. What we are going to add. Add means we are going to append new record into the DE, and update, we are modifying the existing record with the new rows. We can modify also using the add and update. And another one is there is a add only option. Okay. Using add only, we can add the data without option to update existing record. Okay. If I'll show, see that customer D. Okay. Customer D have the three fields. In three fields, they are containing the two datas, Ricky and Sneha, and they have the sign up date and last name. Okay. Then after applying the add only, you can see after operation, whatever the customer D, our customer D have the three fields, and after updation, see, we can add here Ricky, Sneha, Ricky, and Rohan. In add operation, we can also add the duplicate data or new data. Okay, but keep it in mind, whenever we are going to create the data inside the marketing cloud, 99% we have the primary key. Okay, but for this operation we can understand like that one. We can add the data, new data from the new record, we can add here in the add only. Okay, adding data without option updating existing record. We are not going to update the any record. We are not going to update our data table. Only we are going to add some data inside our data table. In this scenario, we are only allowed to append new information to D and not after existing entry. Okay, you are not going to alter the any entry inside the data extension. You are not going to delete the any data from the data extension. After operation, it's totally going to change. If you are going to add the another fields, it's also going to add. Suppose I'm going to add here the Rohan, Kamal, anything we can add here. Okay. And third option is the override. Override, it's not going to do anything in the marketing, your data extension. It's going to remove the totally. Suppose whatever the data extension I have, Suppose this one customer D is our data extension. Inside the customer D, leave that one duplicate record. Okay. And apart from that, we have the three records, Ricky, Sneha, and Rohan. Okay. I'm going to overwrite that record. What it's going to do, once I'll click the overwrite option, is totally going to remove that data. If your data excel sheet is same or different, it doesn't matter, it's going to remove the old data and again rewriting to new data inside the data extension. It's not going to remove the field name, it's only remove the data, whatever the data and records are there in data extension, it will be the remove here. If you'll see override, replacing the, it's replace existing D record with new data or selectively overwrite a specific fields or row. Whatever the fields you want to select, that fields also we can overwrite here. See the D name. D name is the customer. Customer have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. First name, last name, sign up date, customer type, and loyalty. Okay, and they have the three records. Customer have the two records. Firstly, Ricky and Sneha. Ricky or Sneha have the particular details. They're the customer types, gold, silver, and loyalty points are there. According to loyalty points, they have the uh, receipts of the customer type. And after apply the override operation on the particular data extension, okay, what it's going to do, see, data extension name still will be the same in the marketing cloud. It's not going to delete your data extension, it will be the still same, only it's going to update your new data, first name, last name, sign up date, customer type, loyalty, whatever the data we have, like see, gold is there 150. If you have checked that one, there is Ricky, and now we have the Rohan and Pradeep. Ricky and Rohan is Ricky and Sneha is removed from the data extension. They suppose that you have the some data extension. Suppose that you have offer code. Okay, that offer code you wanted to use in the your organization, and that offer code it's going to expire after 4 or 5 days. For that type of the offer code, you are going to add the new code inside your data extension, customer or offer data extension. That time, what we can do, we can replace that existing offer code and we can update the new offer code using the overwrite operation. See, and if I'll go here after selecting this one, okay, and next option, what I can do, suppose I'm selecting the browse, I'm selecting this one, okay, and open. Okay, then after that I need to select the next option. See, it's showing the data extension columns, whatever the columns we have, it's showing the product ID, product name, price, in stock, all these things it's showing here. See, once you are going to for import option, wait, back, okay, see, we saw that one, the date format and import type. Then after that we have the two option also there. Import option, skip rows in the import file with the bad data. Suppose that we have the large file, okay, in large file maybe there's some special character and the bad data will be there. Still you want to store that data inside your data extension, you can select that one. And suppose that you have the some double quotes data are there, you can select the next option. We'll see that one. There is two option. Once in the first UI of the creating of the data extension, there is two option. Skip row in the import file with the bad data. Okay, if you are selecting this one, the okay, the system will be the skip or ignore that data. Any row that contain the error or do not conform the expected format. Suppose I have selected the data type on a text, and that there is the some characters are there. Okay, what they can do, that our table will be the accept that data, whatever the exact data, whatever the correct data are there, that type of the data will be the stored in the data extension, and remaining data will be the ignored by the data extension. It's not going to store in the marketing cloud. When we can use that data, suppose that this option is useful when you have the large data set, not for the small, because you are going for the 100 or 200, it doesn't matter. You can also use when you have the some bad data inside the your excel sheet, and you wanted to ignore some bad data and store some the good data. That time you can select the skip row with the bad data set, and few row have the data issues that you want to bypass without disrupting in the entire import. Okay, suppose I have the 1 lakhs 2 lakhs data are there in the my sheet, and I'm going to store in the data extension. Okay, once I'll start the importing part inside the marketing cloud, suppose that some fields maybe contain some special character due to some the uh, good habits of the saving our sheets. That time what will be the happen, our operation will be the stop. For removing and handling for that type of the operation, what we can do, we can select the first option. It will the good data will be the store, and bad data will be the ignored by the data extension. Double quotes text qualifiers are there. Okay, see, double quotes text qualifier will be the store like this one. Post will do you have remember some we saw the delimited files, tab, comma, space. We can understand like that one. See, double quotes as a text qualifier. Whatever the data we have in the double quotes, okay, you wanted to store in the our data extension, that type of the data we can also store in the our data extension using the double quotes. See, it means that double quotes are the treated as a qualifiers for the text the value. Whatever the values we have, it's not only the value, it's double quotes is the treating as the qualifier. In delimited file, if a field contain a special character like comma, you can enclose the entire field within the double quotes. Okay, whatever the fields are there, suppose you wanted to put there the comma and anything, you can separate that your field name using the double quotes. And the import process organize the double quotes as a text qualifier and interrupts the content within the quote as single value, even if contain the delimiter. Even suppose that you have the delimiters like tab and space, comma, anything delimiters are there, still you want to pass that value inside the marketing cloud. What we can do, we can use the that quotation, then we can upload that data. Okay, this type of the data we can store in our marketing cloud. Okay, where we can use this one, this option useful when your data may contain a special character, maybe the it helps to maintain the integrity of the data during the import process. Okay, whatever we are going to import the data in marketing cloud, previous I told the some special character, suppose that you have the some special character, you are skipping that one. Okay, but here suppose there's some delimiter still you want to use in the data extension, that type of the delimiter option we can select. Again, we are coming here. Okay, then again we are going to see practical part, how to import data one by one. Suppose I am selecting here the customer information. Okay, and I will check that one, first name, last name, email, and sign up date. Okay, same fields will be there in my excel sheet. Okay, I have the one excel sheet. Okay, I'm going to upload that data from excel sheet to marketing cloud. Okay, suppose I'm adding here Vishal and email. Okay, gmail.com. Okay, see, and I'm going to save that spreadsheet. Excel sheet I'm going to save. Initially, if you will see our data extension here, there is no record. There is zero record. Oh, one records are there. I'm going to clear. First, I'm going to tell how to clear. See, the right side there is one water clear data. We can clear that data. Okay. In that data extension, I'm going to add some records. Before adding the records, there is no any records. How I can add the record using the import activity. Once I click the import activity, it will show the data extension name. I can select the file location where I'm going to import. First of all, we will see the from my computer FTP part. We will the see in the automation, because FTP is mostly going to store for the automation part. In automation part, we will check that one. Then after it, I need to select the file location. For selecting the file location, I'm going to select the browse. Okay. After selecting the browse, I need to select the particular field. Okay. Particular Excel sheet. In that Excel sheet, if you will see, comes to back. Again, I'm coming to back. See, whatever the fields are there in data extension, that the same fields would be there in your Excel sheet. I'll open that one. First name, last name, email, and sign up date. If it's not matching your field name, that time it's not going to store data inside your data extension. Now it's matching. Then I'm going to click on the import. Okay. Then browse. After clicking the browse, selecting my Excel sheet where I want to store the data from the store the data. Then I'm going to click the delimiter. It's CSV format. That's why I'm selecting the comma. If it's the tab and other formats, that time I will select the other with the other extension I need to give here. Then I'm going to select here the comma. Okay. I wanted to store my data as per our Indian timing. Okay. Then I will select the English India. And here I am going to select the add and update. Okay, add and update operation, anything I can select, add and update, add only, every operation will see one by one. Okay, then I'm going to select the first option, import the data with the bad data. That bad data it's going to the ignore, and good data it's going to the store. Now we don't have the any bad data in our Excel sheet. It's good data. We can select anyone now. Okay, I'm going with the first option. Next option I will show. Then select on the next. Okay, map by header row, map by ordinal, map by manually, we will say in details. First we are going to see how to import that records. Okay, after selecting the map by header row, I'm going to select the next. Okay, after selecting the next, see it's asking about the email address. Okay, suppose I'm giving the here email address. Okay, once I'll give the email address, yeah, it will be the get notification on the my Gmail. Okay, suppose I'm selecting the import. Okay, import data extension, then I'm going to close. Okay, if you'll see there is no record. Okay, once record will be the updated in the data extension, we'll receive the some notification on our mail, and also we can check from the here. If you're getting the late mail, see, if I'll check the my inbox, see, I received the mail from the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. The following has the completed and timing date. Okay, GMT 55, and now I have the name of the, it's not going to give the name of the data extension, it's going to give the external key of the data extension. Description, import to the CSV file, external key is there, source, student, something like that. Okay, result, inserted one, MID. Okay, see, if I'll see that one, data extensions. Okay, customer information. Okay, inside the customer information, see, whatever the record we had inside our Excel sheet, that record is stored in our data extension. Are you clear about this one? or I need to explain once again how to import the data into DE? Am I audible?
Hello,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Sai.
So I just want to know the difference between this overwrite and update only. Why?
Okay.
Because you're saying overwrite is there like it will wipe the records, right?
Yeah. See,
But update also, I mean, it behaves the same, I guess. Like if we want to
yeah.
update the,
That operation, just and for now, keep in the mind, overwrite it's going to the remove that data, and again it's going to the add the new data in data extension, and update it's going to update your data. It's not going to remove that all these fields. Okay, and all the operation will see one by one how it's going to act. Suppose before I told the import option, first I'll check the add and update. Add and update, we have the added. Again, we are going to add and update some Excel sheet, then one by one we'll see the override, update only, add only. Then that time we'll be the very clear about that how it's going to act inside the marketing cloud.
okay,
But for now, add an update for the only for the adding and updating the data in the data extension. That's it. And override, it's going to the clear the data and adding the new data. That's it. And all operation we'll see one by one.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
anything else you have the any issue, whatever we have the discuss, just only we have the discuss these things, not
Yeah,
about the total in the data extension. Only we'll discuss about the import part, whatever the features are there, and whatever the uh, options are there we can use here, that already we discuss. Inside the import part already we have the more parts are the still there, also we need to discuss. Okay, once you clear the both part, then also I'll discuss this part
mm,
next.
okay,
Wait. Next part, it's map by header row. Why I'm going to select map by header? Why map by ordinal, map by manual, and review part we will see. Okay, but before that we have the some all the options. We will follow that option. There is four options are there. Then comma tab and others. Then we will select all three also. One by one we will see. Okay, for now. Okay, now we know the how to create the data extension and how to import data inside the data extension from the Excel sheet. For
yes,
2 days, we learned only two things. Okay. If you have the any question, any query, if you're not getting about these two things, then you can ask. Is it clear to all?
yeah, yeah. And one more thing, there is a nullable field. You remember, like when we
Yeah. Nullable fields. See.
so so whenever there is you have selected like a boolean field and all. I saw just now, I mean, one data extension where it shows true or false.
Yeah.
So in that time, we need to make it as a nullable depending on the type of product or anything like when to use that
No.
boolean function.
Yeah. Boolean function. Suppose that you have the some coupon code. Okay. For that coupon code, you are storing in the your data extension, and some subscriber have the some status code is there active or not, and for that time if you want to check it's true or false, that time we can apply boolean part. Also we are going to add in the data extension, and I will tell the real time for the boolean type. Suppose I'm adding here the some new data type. Okay, here I'm adding like I'm adding the status. Okay,
Status. Oh yeah.
I'm adding the status. Okay, I'm selecting the boolean. Okay, suppose you are active in your system. That time it's going to select it's the true. Otherwise, it's going to the select the false. Okay, if your status is active, then it's true. By default, I have selected the true. Okay, if your status is not active, then it's going to the false. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Then suppose I have the selected
Then
default
no need
value.
to check the nullable field that one, that option.
Nullable fields, if you want to suppose this is the nullable. Okay,
Okay.
nullable means nothing. Okay, if you are going to keep the data extension empty, suppose I have the recorded here. Okay, whatever the fields are there. Okay, that fields, and if you'll see the properties, in properties only we should have the require the email. If I'll go with the my Excel sheet. Okay, in
Okay.
Excel sheet I have mentioned the first name, last name, email, and sign up date. Okay,
Yes, yes.
but in data extension only email should have the email should have the key. It's
Okay.
required only we should have the email. Suppose I am adding here, okay, sai@gmail.com, okay,
Okay. Yeah.
and I'm going to save that spreadsheet. Okay, save. Okay, now I'm coming to my data extension. After coming to data extension, okay, this now for now I'm going to clear the data. After clearing the data, again I'm going to select. Everything is as expected. Okay, everything we
Okay.
know from here. Now I'm going to select the browse the data. After selecting the browse, I'm selecting by the Excel sheet.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm going to next. Okay, map by header row. Next, here I can change my email address. Okay, anyone can write their email address. Suppose you are creating your data extension at a time, you can give your email address. Okay, because sometimes its data is updated and added in the data extension, but it's not showing in the marketing cloud due to some
Yes, yes.
network issue. You can check in your mail how it's updated, what type of the error we are getting. Everything will see. Suppose I'm selecting the import and close. Okay, our data is already imported. We will check here. Fee. No, maybe it's going to update now. See, according to rule, that one should be updated. Again, I think it's not saved yet. Again, we are going to say email format. Suppose I'm setting Sai, save. Okay. Again, I'm going to save, clear that data, properties, import, browse. See, if it's not going to update that data, maybe some issue with our Excel sheet. Okay, see that one. Mm, this one, why we are getting only two data? Actually, we are now following the header by row by the header. See, map by headers are there. That's why we are getting. Okay, see this one, next option. See, map by header, map by ordinal. We can select also first name, second, map by manually. Okay, whatever the fields we have. Okay, manually we can select. Okay, suppose I'm selecting the first name, not assigned. Last name, not assigned. Okay, email, not assigned. Sign up date, not assigned. Then I'm going to select. Everything will see. See that one for now. Say whatever the
Yeah.
fields we are selecting the nullable, na?
Hmm.
Okay, that is required. That is required in our Excel sheet. If you are not selecting the nullable, it's not required in Excel sheet. If its field is missing from our Excel sheet, okay, that data also we can store. But now it's not accepting. Okay,
Okay.
I will tell you further because once you will see that one, na, record. Wait, record I am import by header row. Once I let start from the another part, okay, it will be accept, but you will be get difficulty about the understanding. See that one, import next part. Okay, see. Once you'll discuss this one, then you will get this all these things. Why it's not accepting? Why it should accept? Okay. This one we'll see one by one. Apart from that, any things you have?
I just wanted the import type options, like how it works. So I just while practicing, I think we'll get
Yeah,
to know.
yeah. One practicing, just go through the Excel sheet, whatever the fields you have in that data extension. Okay, just normal fields are there, first name, last name. You can add the fields at time of the creation of the data extension. You can add the some data extension field name here. Okay, whatever the fields name you want. Already I have to share that sheet. Okay, you can follow that one. Suppose
I
I have
just
the
had a one small final question. When we select data type as add and update,
okay,
it will add the new record and also or new attributes, and it will update the data into that new attributes.
yeah, yeah.
But it
So
won't touch the existing data, right?
no, it's not going to touch the existing data. It's going to add an update also. If you want to update the existing, then it's going to update.
No,
Okay.
update. See, Sai, update is something that is related to. So if the same data is there, okay.
Hmm.
For example, like update will happen. Uh, if any of the record is actually updated, okay, in the new version, that new version will update. I mean, like that particular part will update. So
Let's say
so
let's say if for some reason my I have changed my email address. Okay.
okay. Uh,
So if I want to update, remove the existing one and add the new one, or let's say my first name is there, if I want to change my first name and all, so in that type, what operation I need to use? Add and update, or only update only?
No, add is something. If you have additional records, then you'll go for add. You also want to add any new additional records, then you will use add and update. If your intention is to only update the existing record, you'll only go for update.
Okay. But
Okay.
but here I've seen in the add and update option, what is happening? Only the other fields are updating. I mean, created, no, like sign up
No,
date
if
and
you
all.
if you want
No,
to
no.
add more records, add
Then it
is
will be
add
update.
more records. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Add is add more records.
Hmm.
Update is updating the records.
Okay,
Update is happens on the existing records.
okay.
So I mean, see, that is what actually Sandy was saying, that once we we see it on the real time, then we'll get a clarity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
first, are you understand about the how to import? That's it only for this
Yeah,
topic.
yeah, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It's clear.
And after that, once you'll discuss na that one because it's taking lots of the time for a step by step. If you'll see whatever we have the discuss, just this was the only one UI, not the total. If you, I'll show you, we will discuss about the only one UI part, not the
Yeah,
all part. For this UI, it took the 1 hours. Okay, that's why I the divided in the all in the level by level. Okay, once you'll complete the data extension, everything you will the know how it's going to work because you are going to also update from your side.
yeah, yeah, yes.
Yeah. Anything else about the creation or import the data?
Yeah, we are fine.
Yeah. And,
Vishal.
I will give task regarding to how to importing the data. Yesterday was the for the create
Yes, Sanjay,
data.
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Yesterday
Priya.
was the for data creation. Yeah, Priya is there.
Yeah, Priya is on.
I think she is in
Yeah,
mute.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Do you have any question regarding this data creation or data import?
No, I'm good.
Okay. And yesterday I shared the one sheet. Okay. Follow that sheet and create the data extension. And after that, try to create the Excel sheet and import data and that data extension directly from the Excel sheet and experience about that all UI. Okay. Whatever we discuss, what is that one external key? Just see that one. Okay. And
Yeah.
all the process I will tell in the another session.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Shall I stop the recording, Sandy?
Yeah, yeah, we can start.